We're doing, oh, does the title say Jade Regent? That's totally wrong.
Uh-oh.
Lots of mistakes tonight. Here we are with Rain and
Whoopsie.
Winter.
Hello.
Man, this hat is super hot. We'll see how long I can wear it before passing out from heat exhaustion.
Just take it off.
No,
Ventilate yourself,
it's all
man.
about costuming, friend. Speaking of costuming and wearing amazing hats, I just want to say Maggie's outfit in Saga of the Icelanders was fucking amazing.
Yeah, I only watched the start of it, and then he said,
Powered by the apocalypse.
yeah, and I'm like,
I can't wait for it to be out so I can watch it, man. I'm gonna watch the shit out of it.
I can't find mine.
So yeah, guys, welcome back. Let's see how everybody's been doing. Eric, how have you been since we didn't meet for... Damn, what was the show last week? Emerald Spire.
Yes, that was unfortunate.
Oh yeah, but it sounds like we're either doing the last episode of Emerald Spire tomorrow or never. So either way, it ends tomorrow.
or never.
Or never.
That's always a good sign.
Somebody
Yeah.
should get
His
that.
phone. Yeah. But how are you doing, Eric?
Hello?
Yeah.
How am I doing?
Hello.
Fairly well. Actually, had a lot of fun trying out a new character this week. Played Totori for the first time, but did a Oriad version of it. So basically, he has gem spikes that he impales people on. It was a fun character to play.
Wait, what's this then?
This is Pathfinder Society.
Oh, another. Okay.
Basically, a grappler, but he's a rock Oriad.
Rockman.
Rockman.
He's the
so
thing.
he
Is
has
his name Backy by any chance?
no
So
Croton.
your name is not Grappler Backy?
No.
Okay. There's some research for you if you want to get into like.
No, I'm familiar with it. No, this guy's actually named after one of the named winners of the ancient Olympics. But basically, he just has gem spikes that he impales people on while hugging them. So
That like the spikes come out of his body.
yeah, so they're just crystal growth spikes all over his body.
So everyone thinks that he's like this murderous man, but all he wants to do is hug people.
No, he's quite explicit about how all he wants to do is his intelligence is very low, so he just wants to spread peace, love, and love through hugs, and he doesn't understand why people are so upset about this fact.
All right, then I'm willing to humor this. Give us a little taste of this character. What's he sound like?
I have no talent with voices whatsoever. It's
Come
all
on.
Let
All
me
I wanna do is
hug
bring
you.
peace and love. Hug me. I'm
Let
Bucky.
me hug you.
And you should go with like Looney Tunes and like I will call him George. I will hug him and love him. That's a classic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna hug the shit out of you.
I was trying to throw some gravel in there, but okay.
Some gravel? Yeah, because he's made out of rock.
I'm
Let
Bucky.
me hug you.
I'm Backy.
Yep, there we go.
I'm Bat Becky.
No.
No?
That, because of
parents
that
are
damn
dead.
show laugh. All right, Michael, how are you doing this week? Michael, how are you doing this week?
Right?
I don't know what this music is.
He's in a world of hell, obviously.
I think you're muted.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to figure where the music was coming from, so
Oh,
I guess
okay.
Skype loaded up some music or something. I don't know. No, it's a pretty good weekend, except for work. You know, it's work. So, you know, my daughter has some softball games. Got a lot of stuff for the family planned this weekend. You know, Mother's Day and all. Yeah, look forward to this game because it's the only one I'm doing. Trying to get stuff with my family and other people, and it's just kids in school. It doesn't work out so well.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
Although, it looks like we are going to have a game on Mother's Day, which I think says a lot about my players and me.
My mother
Which
is on
game?
the other side of the world, so like
Yeah, well, I guess when your mom still lives in what I'm assuming is Australia, yeah.
Yeah. Very hard to talk to people in the opposite side of the world, as it turns out.
Yeah, it's a difficulty. But nowadays, you can like Skype and all these other kind of things. I talk to my sister in Colorado, once a month or so. So a lot cheaper than it used to be.
Yeah.
Dave, how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. I woke up this morning with a kick and rad migraine. I don't know if you guys have ever had one of those before, but they are just a lot of fun. It normally involves a wet cloth, complete darkness, and if anything makes a sound effect, I instantly throw it away. So that's what I did this morning. I'm better now, hopefully. I hope I can remember how to do this guy's voice. That's my
I'm Mason.
I guess that's...
to eat the humans.
I gotta eat this shit. There we go. I got it, like straight away.
Yeah.
Boom. Thank you for that, Arthur.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Do you even eat the eyeballs?
the eyeballs are the best bit. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. On Die Party front, we've got we finished our season 2 of Blood Use, and that's coming back on the 16th of May. So a few more weeks, I think. My math is correct. And I can hear myself. That's creepy. What else? Oh yeah, we will be also finishing Hex pretty soon too. So all my games are coming to a close at the same point. So all my new games are going to start at the same point, and I'm super excited.
So we
I
want
got
to talk about the new secret game real quick?
the new secret game.
Yeah.
Absolutely, let's do it.
All right. So we're going to be launching... as you know, this show is every other Friday. And on the opposing Fridays, we have Worldwide Wrestling. But there's only 2 episodes of Worldwide Wrestling left. And so on Friday the 12th, and that's next month's Friday the 12th, we're going to be launching a Stars Without Numbers Black Navy campaign, which is where you basically play as like Commander Shepard. You're given deniable ship, suicidal crew, and told, solve this problem. Also, you're a deniable asset, so if you die, we're going to say that we don't know who you are.
That sounds awesome.
They give you unlimited resources.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good. It's like every one of the people on the ship, complete power armor. Everyone gets power armor. Every single person. I don't care if you are a child, you get child-sized power armor. I don't know why.
I don't care if you're a
children on the
sneaky
ship-
thief type, you get power armor.
Hey man,
Exactly.
servos in those games can do whatever. You know what I'm saying? You could stealth in power armor. There's no
Really?
rules against it. Yeah. Absolutely.
Why not?
I mean, I don't
You have,
know.
like,
I
futuristic
don't know
power
stars.
armor, right? It's 12
Yeah,
I don't know
in the future.
I don't know stars without numbers, but I always keep like when I hear power armor, I keep thinking T-51B.
So there's the
I was just
power
thinking
armor from
40K.
Warhammer, but it's huge and it requires a battery system that only lasts like 6 hours to run. And then there's just like the man-portable power armor.
Which is basically like, it runs off, like, just,
Ambient
Jeez.
energy.
yeah, like I was about to say, like, human
just runs.
farts or something.
So that'll be happening. It'll take place in the same campaign world as the Sky Sword campaign, but it'll be on the other side of the sector.
Which would be really interesting when stuff starts affecting each other's games.
We'll see if that happens. We'll see. It'll be interesting doing the faction turns though, because I'm gonna have to come up with factions for the south side of the world. But by the way, Henley, if someone was going to want to watch your stuff and this was their first time watching, where would they go to watch your content?
Well, it's a good thing that you asked me that, Arthur, considering you keep forgetting all the time, but it's
Yeah.
twitch.tv/Henley, Henley. And, you know, all the archives are there on the YouTube as well. I couldn't even fucking remember what my YouTube account is, so you just have to click the button when you go to my profile.
I believe it's called Henpire or Hensicle.
It's Hensicle. I don't know what... I really wish that when YouTube started a long time ago, I actually got the name I wanted. You know what I mean? Like that has plagued me forever. So
I
yeah.
agree.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. That and selling bundles. We do a lot of that.
Oh yeah, those bundles are selling, man. I bought some bundles.
Yeah, you got the what was it? The Might
I
and
got
Magic
the Might
one.
and Magic one.
Yeah.
I just want to say, I used to play this game called Lords of Might and Magic. It was a mashup between Might and Magic and Lord of the Realms. It was fucking amazing. It was super low. I mean, it was like 240p graphics. So.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like when you play Diablo 1 these days, and you're like,
whoa!
whoa!
It's way older than Diablo 1. It's got like
I know,
5
but
years.
for me, yeah.
All right, Dan, we've kept you waiting long enough for your snarky comments. How are you doing this week since Jade Regent?
Since Jade Regent, let's see. Thursday night, I went to the School of Communications prom. That was pretty nice.
Like in the corner?
Yeah, fucking prom.
Hang on. A prom for a School of Communications. What exactly does that look like? Is it like fancy? Like what happens?
Yeah,
like,
we just fancy.
I hope
we take
people
our
are
shit
less awkward and not just standing around the
Hey.
corner because you're supposed to have been taught to speak with people, right?
I mean, it's mostly television, film, a little bit of journalism, a little bit of PR. But Hofstra University takes their shit seriously when it comes to prom. And the area where we are, Italian food's done right, and we went to an Italian restaurant.
How many
Good
people
food,
do you have
good
at your school? I'm curious.
It's one of the main draws in the university. I want to say, I have no idea, but a fair number.
Do you have a date?
What?
Do you have a date or anything?
Nah, I wish.
So you just went stag, huh?
Yeah, I went stag. I wasn't the only one, but yeah, I went stag. Whatever. It was just about dancing, imbibing alcohol, eating, making the $65 price tag worth it, then going to an after party.
Ooh. You know, we don't have proms in Australia. That's
Really?
a new. No, we don't. So whenever we watch things,
no big end of the year dance.
Not really. We had school dances before, but it's definitely not what you see in American Pie, which I think everything prom related.
I mean, even prom isn't what you see in American Pie. American Pie is just like the idealized prom, really, where everything matters and everything happens. And it's like, no, you just dance, you get drunk.
So what was the theme? Was it Under the Ocean?
Nah. No Back to the Future references at this prom. It was just, prom. It was prom.
Did you have a prom king and a prom queen?
Nah.
See, I think I know
nothing that elaborate.
Than you do.
No, nothing that elaborate. We call it prom because alliteration.
Phrasing.
Yeah. But, yeah, I just came back from Zumba, my second ever Zumba ever. You want to power some power armor with, like, sweat or something, you get all your troops doing a half-hour Zumba in the power armor. They'll be sweating up a storm. That armor will be good for the next 8 hours.
In Swan Song, you actually need to pay and have someone train you when you up your level in anything. So, like, I can just imagine on the ship, everyone learning how to use power armor by doing Zumba classes.
I don't think that's true. I think you gain skill points, but you can gain additional ones with training, or...
No.
Look into that.
You literally have to find someone to train you in certain skills.
You said Swan Song, but I'm sure you meant Stars Without Numbers.
What the?
I know, and actually in Swan Song they let people level up without paying for training.
Yeah, and we did in the last one as well for our Stars Without Numbers game.
That was my assumption, is you didn't have to pay for it, and that when you paid, it reached. I'll have to read the thing on it again. Anyway.
Pro tip about Zumba, though. Don't do it in, like, socks with, like, interior seams because you start to get rug burn.
Stop trying to make my viewers healthier. I'm about to start launching a cooking show involving, like, grilling ribs. I can't have you have them, like, no way, man.
Dan just wants to fucking sell DVDs.
Sodium glutamate.
Sell DVDs. I had no idea what I was doing. It was my only second Zumba class ever.
Was the instructor like, all right, ladies, clap your hands, and you're like the only guy in there, and you're like...
No, this was through Hofstra versus Zombies, actually, so we had an even split.
Wait, you had a zombie-themed Zumba class?
Yeah, it got
How
organized
come you
through
didn't start with that, man? What's
Yeah, I
wrong
would have
with?
started with that.
No thriller dance, unfortunately. But yeah, I think some point during the class we tried to Zumba to Dragon Force and it just didn't work out.
Wait! How the fuck do you Dragon Force?
You
How do
don't.
you dance to Dragon Force at all? Is
You
that
don't. That is the answer. You don't. That is
Man,
the
was
answer
that
that we
like-
found out the hard way.
Was that like, all right, the class is ending. Let's do something goofy.
Yeah,
Dragon
pretty
Force.
much. Yeah. Dragon Force.
All right, time to bring in the giggles, gentlemen.
Let me get into character real quick.
So let me see if I can remember everything that happened. Previously on Reign of Winter, Inquisitor Mason turned the lodge of evil bandits against their glorious leader, murdering him in the process. The rest of the party came to Mason's rescue, clearing the lodge quickly. It was then they discovered there was a young noblewoman trapped in the basement, who immediately took over control of the party. They then spent a week cleaning everything up, under the direction of Lady Argentia Melasny. And now, finally, after the border war between Taldor and Kadira has begun, they set foot towards the center of the forest to seek out the Winter Portal. And so I think we come in with like the sun rising above the forest, and the camera does the Star Wars zoom down, and you guys are all like hefting your backpacks and shifting your weapons and preparing to set out west deeper into the forest.
All right.
Lady Argentia is like in the middle of the pack, still wearing her noblewoman's dress, but with that nice winter cloak that you gave her that keeps her warm despite the sub-zero temperature, and she's just like, all right, let's get ready and set out.
Is
And
she
then
carrying a
looks at
pack
the
as
rest
well?
of you. What?
Is she carrying a pack as well?
No.
I wouldn't expect her to, honestly.
All right. So anything that I'm carrying of hers, I leave it in a neat pile at camp before we leave.
I mean, I'm her bodyguard, right? So whatever effects she does have from being kidnapped and all that, I'm probably the one carrying them.
Excellent.
Yes. All right. Fair enough. You can carry that weight. I'm
You
not
have
doing.
exactly 17 dresses in your inventory.
And a big
Don't fold
fire.
them. Don't fold them. You gotta carry them. It's like, ah, fuck.
Yeah, and go into combat. Make sure you put them up on a tree so that they don't get wrinkled on the ground or anything.
Yeah, the last thing we
They're
want is
gonna
snow
get blown
touching
away.
them.
They're
'Cause
gonna
it's
get
gonna
blown
get-
away.
Are you guys like, I get the idea that you're like seriously giving Dan's character this advice like around the campfire when Lady Argentia isn't nearby.
Yeah, it's just like
You're
we're just
mocking
like
her behind her back.
mocking her. Yeah, we're impersonating her. Inquisitor Mason is really good at impersonating people, like to the point where he drops his accent completely. Sounds perfectly like her. It's great.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So what do you do?
Yeah. Well, I guess. I mean, what's our marching order? Like, who's in front? Who's in back? What's?
Good question.
Well, if
Yeah.
she's in the center, I'm probably right by her side.
So, who's the best scout? I keep asking this question because I keep forgetting. Inquisitor Mason's like pretty high up there in terms of stealth. I mean,
Probably EVA, right?
My stealth isn't too bad, but my survival is
scout-
like that. So
Yeah, for
His-
scouting, you want survival and
His is the-
stealth and
this is
perception.
the best.
all right. So I have 9 perception, 14 stealth, and 7 survival.
Get in front.
Okay.
I'll take the back with the gunslinger.
Sure. Works for me.
I like
Right.
shooting things at a range. They're fun.
All right. So I guess I'm in front. I guess I'll be ahead, being cautious of the party before they come up the rear. And I don't know. Am I able to auto cast like perception? Like, is there like a speed that we move at where we're being extra perceptive or something like that? Is it slow?
You guys are already moving at, I think it's 2 miles an hour. So
Okay, does that give us any?
no,
Like,
there's
are we
no perception
concentrating or
penalty for
walking?
moving at that speed.
Okay. All right. I'm getting all moody over there, Michael.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a little more light in, but I don't want to steal my dirty room.
That sounds pretty reasonable on all accounts.
Get a green screen. It's really good for doing that.
That might be the next thing I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we've got a marching order. Do you guys want to display that marching order here? On the,
I guess
I don't know
where
how we're
top's
doing.
the back and or that. That'll work.
We're doing
Yeah, that works pretty good actually.
so Eviega and Zangrim are in the back here, and Mason's in the front.
That'll
Yeah.
do.
I think so.
Okay, and you guys are good with this setup? This is
Yeah.
just to
That's
make-
pretty far apart.
Okay, how many hours would you like to travel for the day?
It's a good question. Until any of us feel any sort of fatigue. I mean, we're taking it slow because it's rough terrain, and yeah.
Zangrim's tiny.
Maybe a standard 8 hours. I don't know.
Okay, all right. So you travel for a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you cross the bridge, if you remember, the lodge had a bridge to the southwest.
I do. That's where Matt's character ran off, right?
Yes. Yes. As soon as you cross the bridge, on the far side, you find yourselves needing to make perception checks.
All right. Wow, that perception is pretty good. Let me just perception. 9. $12.
Awesome. Okay.
Aviega. Oh my god.
Or more likely nothing. Wait, -1? Oh,
-1 perception.
Right
Oh,
now.
Wait, how did you get -1 perception?
Wisdom.
You tanked your wisdom?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What's
How-
that like? Is that a 7?
no, that's an 8 or a 9.
It's just 8. It's a 9, so it's not that far down. I didn't drop it, terribly. Not like other characters in their
Etc.
campaigns with like a 5 Constitution or Charisma.
Oh, fucking fuck.
Arthur, am I able to make a stealth check being so far ahead? Like,
So the way stealth works in Pathfinder, you have to have some form of concealment or cover.
yeah, I do. I'm completely white in snow.
I don't know that it gives you concealment. I think it just gives you. It's called snow feather, right?
Yeah. Oh no, it's called it is called winter feathers.
Winter feathers.
It makes my entire character white. And it gives
Yeah, it gives you a bonus to.
it's like 4 to stealth. Yeah.
But you still don't have cover or concealment. So basically, you're still walking out in the open the whole time.
So camo is not a thing in this game then.
Yeah, though I mean,
If you are
Pathfinder
attempting to
is
hide.
not a realistic approximation of the way the world works.
Okay.
So, instead of being able to learn part of a language, as long as you know any part of it, not only can you speak it perfectly, but you can also read and write it. So
Fair enough. Yeah. All right. That makes
it's just
sense.
the way that this particular world works. So yeah, there's no. I mean, you do have camouflage, but you're still walking in the open. So, you might fool somebody for 5 or 6 seconds, but
Okay.
Well, that's what I want to do. Do you want to hide in the woods and like wander through the trees more? I'm cool with that.
I can tell
yeah.
you
We want to
immediately
see
that Lady
Legend.
Argentia Melasny is 100% opposed to that.
I don't give a fuck what she's opposed to be honest with you.
So here's what happens, Mason. You're sneaking forward, keeping low to the ground,
Yeah.
generally being... Oh, we lost the Dan cam.
Sorry, it was
All right.
freaking out. It was freaking out.
I'll have to do some camera resetting later. You're moving forward, leading the party, and